Alright folks, let's talk about something super fun today. Taxes. Yep, taxes. That magical thing where you earn money, and then the government earns more before you even notice. Today we're diving into all the taxes in the UK, the ones everyone moans about, the ones nobody talks about, and the sneaky little ones that just disappear from your bank account like magic. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know why your £2 latte feels like a £5 latte, thanks to taxes. And maybe, just maybe, you'll also feel a tiny bit grateful for where your money actually goes. Let's go. First up, the classic villain, income tax. If you earn over £12,570 a year, the government politely asks for a slice. They call it a personal allowance, which sounds nice, until you realise it's basically, thanks for working. Now, hand over some cash. Basic rate, 20%. Higher rate, 40%. Additional rate, 45%. So if you earn £30,000 a year, about £4,686 vanishes. Poof, gone, like socks in the laundry. And where does your income tax go? Well, it isn't wasted. The NHS keeps doctors, nurses, and ambulances running, though sometimes you might wait so long in A&E, you could finish a whole season on Netflix first. Schools pays for teachers, textbooks, and playgrounds, basically making sure kids learn stuff without just watching YouTube history videos. Royal family, palace upkeep, state events, and corgis. Roads and infrastructure, potholes fixed, eventually, or you just get a free roller coaster ride every morning commute. And yes, the police. Some of your money literally pays people who keep the streets safe, catch burglars, and occasionally chase pigeons off council statues. So yeah, every pound you pay keeps the country running. Mostly. Fun fact, income tax is progressive, which means the more you earn, the more they take. Kind of like saying, congrats on the promotion. Now we want a bigger slice of your cake while you eat it. Alright, let's talk about national insurance, or as I like to call it, tax's sneaky cousin who shows up uninvited. Because technically, national insurance isn't a tax. But funny how it leaves your payslip the exact same way, isn't it? So what is national insurance? In simple terms, it's money you pay, so the UK can fund the NHS, the state pension. Sick pay, maternity pay. Sounds reasonable, until you see the numbers. Here's how it works if you're employed. First, the good news, you don't pay any national insurance on the first £12,570 you earn. HMRC says, enjoy that part, it's free for now. After that, from £12,570 to £50,270, they take 12% of every pound. And if you earn over £50,270, it drops to 2%, which means middle earners are basically funding the vibes. Let's put this into real life. Say you earn £30,000 a year. You only pay on the part above £12,570, which is about £17,430. 12% of that? Roughly £2,100 a year. That's about £174 every month. Just gone. No receipt. No thank you. And here's the plot twist. Your employer also pays national insurance on your salary, around 13.8%. But you never see it. They just quietly factor it into why your salary can't go higher. Love that for us. Now, if you're self-employed, congratulations, you've unlocked NI hard mode. You pay, Class 2, a flat weekly amount, Class 4, a percentage of your profits. And yes, it still hurts, just differently. Some things nobody tells you about national insurance. It's calculated per payslip, not yearly. 2 jobs equals paying twice. Once you reach state pension age, I finally leaves you alone. And no, your money isn't saved in a personal pot. You're paying for eligibility, not a balance. So why does national insurance feel so sneaky? Because it's not clearly called a tax. It hits average earners the hardest, and you pay it even if you never use the benefits. It's basically the UK saying, congrats on working, now pay again. Next up, council tax, the love-hate relationship we all have. It's based on property value. Band A, Band H, fancy names, but really it's the council saying, thanks for living here. Now fund our bins, libraries, street lights, and don't forget us when it rains. Average UK adult pays roughly £1,800 a year, and if you don't pay, letters, big letters, threat letters, court letters, fun times, and yes, councils are human too. Remember Birmingham's council fiasco when they didn't pick bins for weeks? People were living on literal mountains of trash, so your £1,800 isn't just magically doing its thing. Sometimes it mysteriously disappears while your rubbish rots. Council tax also funds your local police, social services, street cleaning, and schools. So those officers who show up when your neighbour's cat starts a civil war with your garden gnomes, yep, you helped pay for that. Ever buy a latte and think, why does this £2 coffee feel like £3? VAT, value added tax. That's why. 20% on most goods and services. £2 coffee, approximately 33 pence. £50, approximately £8.33. It's everywhere. Online shopping, gadgets, even chocolate. And unlike income tax, this one isn't progressive. Whether you're doing all right or just surviving on meal deals, everyone still gets the bill. Where does it go? NHS, schools, roads, and probably someone's secret chocolate stash. Up next, stamp duty land tax, the tax that only wakes up when you buy property. In England and Northern Ireland, here's how it hits. First chunk of the price is tax-free, then 5% kicks in on the mid-range, then 10% and 12% if you're buying something seriously fancy. So, buying a £300,000 flat? Expect a few thousand gone immediately at completion. Feels like buying a flat and also buying a small car for the government. Now, first-time buyers do get a bit of mercy. They can pay less or even nothing on cheaper homes. But if this isn't your only home, say it's a buy-to-let or second property, you usually pay an extra surcharge on top, because apparently owning 2 homes means you're made of money. And if you're not a UK resident, there's another surcharge waiting for you too. The money supposedly goes toward local councils, infrastructure, public services, and that massive bureaucracy that still somehow can't fix potholes. And yes, Scotland and Wales have their own versions of this tax, just to keep things interesting. So, when you finally get the keys to your dream home, remember, the government got theirs first. Now let's talk about TV license. £174 a year to watch BBC. A subscription you cannot opt out of if you own a telly. Inspectors exist, they'll know. Where does it go? BBC, which in turn produces some amazing stuff like David Attenborough documentaries, so technically part of your taxes fund penguins, which is nice actually. Now let's get sneaky. Hidden taxes, things you barely notice. Fuel duty, every litre of petrol. Alcohol duty, that £3 pint isn't just hops. Tobacco duty, smokers, sorry. Air passenger duty, flying is expensive. Basically, anything spendable is taxable. If you spend it, we'll nick some. Some more obscure ones. Landfill tax, insurance premium tax, bank levy. It's like a game of Where's Waldo? But Waldo is your money. And yes, all this money funds people who do essential work like nurses, police, firefighters, and teachers. So next time your bins are emptied, roads fixed, or kids taught, remember, your money made it happen, even if you grumble about it. So let's break it down. You earn £30,000, you pay income tax approximately £4,686. I approximately £2,500. Council tax approximately £1,800. VAT approximately £2,000, rough guess. Other bits and bobs approximately £500 to £1,000. Effectively, you're left with approximately £18,000 to £19,000. But hey, NHS, police, teachers, roads, penguins. Life is expensive, but at least someone is doing something useful with it. If you learned something today, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Cheers!